for me no say a year Kyeremanteng or the new party or the aban the United Party. Now say United Party we are learning say if the Dankwa Buzia tradition but wakofa and he say no so person revive a whole na NPP for impini ka say Dankwa Buzia tradition is still embedded. Okay, and I say a share NPP efunu memu. Inti untimi meyi a mini traditional party in the belly of the NPP say okwati party for fraud. And into the NPP say on the screens no or say NPP considering legal action to stop Kyeremanteng from using United Party as the name for his new party, Tia Kabiri Walewale MP. It is here an NPP force said they will sue a friend is saying Kyeremanteng for trying or even threatening to use the word UP because Kyeremanteng there. Regardless of all of these things are there has been concerns. The use of Kyeremanteng, the use of the United Party a very big issue. But in this particular report about why Kyeremanteng can't use the term United Party. In video back to us.
Still the NPP, it is considering legal action to stop Kyeremanteng's newly formed party from adopting the name United Party. Walewale MP Tia Kabiru argues that the name choice is problematic and could mislead the public, given the NPP's historical roots in the United Party tradition. The minority MP accuses Kyeremanteng's team of attempting to hide under the flag of the UP tradition, potentially distorting political history. The Walewale MP says the NPP will test the name's legitimacy in court, confident of that it has a strong case. Now let's engage the NPP or the MP who has been speaking on this particular matter. First, you said the NPP is heading to court over the use of United Party. You say that you're considering. Tell me whether or not you have arrived at a finality or you have arrived at a final conclusion that you will pursue this. But if you do, what exactly will give the party the legal or moral claim to this name?
Yes, but first and foremost, it's not an NPP decision as a political party. I am only a member of the New Patriotic Party who has been elected on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party to represent the good people of Walewale as their lawmaker. And the laws of this country are sacred. And that if there's any potential breach of any law, there's a need to bring finality and clarity to that particular matter so that everyone will be at it. The government of my case is that the United Party was a political party formed on the 13th of October 1957. That party was dissolved following the passage of a law by the National Assembly to make Ghana a one-party state. But the history of the now New Patriotic Party, which was formed somewhere in July 1992, was actually having his roots. It's taking his root from the United Party, led by Abrefa Buja, K.A. Buja. So one cannot understand why in October 2025, Mr. Kyeremanteng is forming a political party and using the name of a political party which the NPP tradition is derived from. You are basically robbing the New Patriotic Parties of its heritage if we allow the name to stand. And though the Section 10 of the Political Parties Act clearly prohibits the use of a name that is likely to send confusion in the minds of people, I wonder why the Electoral Commission went ahead to still give them the provisional certificate to operate. Nonetheless, I admit that it's a provisional certificate, and then subject to any petition, they are bound to review their decision.
And so when you head to court finally, you're going to be asking, under which particular law would you be triggering this?
I have just made provision or reference to the Political Parties Act, which is the laws of the country, which is about the naming or taking names that are similar or that are likely to bring confusion in the minds of people as to which political party you are referring to. That is one. Yeah, I mean, they could also come in a civil action. You understand that people, lawyers, will probably guide and advise that this is a typical case of past law. I mean, an act intending to take the name, the businesses and customer of a particular company, if we consider political party in the light of corporate entities incorporated for that matter. So these are possible avenues. And of course, if advised by counsel, and they would be very much clinical with the laws. But I believe that this particular name is in breach of Section 10 of the Political Parties Act. I believe that it amounts to passing off, and there are laws on trademark infringement in the country that are supposed to help us resolve the matter.
In an attempt, would you as well be taking on the Electoral Commission, because at least they saw that law and still issued and allowed them to use that name?
Well, I understand that the certificate issue is temporary. It's not a binary, it's not a final certificate. We've had political parties, EC issue provisional certificates to political parties which have not seen the light of day at the end of the day. So you not fault them. It's also based on their cursory look at the law. They also understand that they don't have the right to the interpretation of the law, and that what they ordinarily look at is what they are going to apply. And someone brings the matter to their attention and they investigate, or they still deny, the person proceeds to court and then determine the legal rights thereof. I'm sure the EC would oblige. So I don't have issue with the Electoral Commission.
Okay.
But there is a political party that has been formed that my issues are directed.
I mean, I hear you give a bit of history and background to this particular matter, but particularly, are you concerned more about the brand protection or historical preservation?
It is the historical preservation of the New Patriotic Party that is at stake here. And it's not about the praises behind the party. I have no issue. They came under movement for change. We all saw their performance. I don't think that nothing significant would change if they are even a political party properly incorporated or properly established. So my only issue is to the fact that you cannot sit down and allow someone to rob the history of the New Patriotic, now New Patriotic Party, and to deny us of our historical antecedents and how we have come to be called the New Patriotic Party today. We make reference to the UGCC. We make reference to the Popular Front Party. We make reference to the Northern People's Party. We make reference to the National Liberation Movement because they are part and parcel of the history of the New Patriotic Party.
What then would you say to people who say that this appears like the NPP? If no, I mean, you have said that it's not the party in general, it is you. But people, of course, will impute this as well into the party. That it makes the NPP appear quite threatened by the Alan Kyerematen's new movement. And how do you respond to this perception?
Right. I mean, it's just so far-fetched, and it is too remote for anyone to assume that.
Okay, so that was a year NPP or more party said the name UP no, I just say and Kuye Momo, I just say Alan Kyerematen or Mudin, and the presenter was asking say it's like NPP feels threatened by how Alan Kyerematen why in a new party, because they believe that it can actually cut into their party base. They feel so okay, they don't have a home in NPP, NDC, they could run to the United Party. Now let's yentie in Sema a year. Abubakar Sadiq Boniface, who happened to be the national chairman of the United Party in some of the two quick one, yaba ni fancy.
But this is 7 teams that came together. Have you forgotten of Ayeke? Have you forgotten of SG Anto? Have you forgotten of Modestu Sapadu, Amadou Baba, Baba Lada, Chiroma, and the rest? When you come, you talk of 3. Is that right? No. Capital no. So please, we have come together that the rejected stone will always become what? Cornerstone of the foundation. We were sacked, but today they claim they are giving us amnesty. What does amnesty mean? What crime has our new leader committed? What crime did I commit in NPP for you to sack me? And today you are telling me you are giving me amnesty. No way. No way. When you divorce in Islam, when you divorce a woman 3 times, she's no longer your wife. So that kingdom come. I consider myself. I consider people like Baba Alaji in the Islamic fraternity. We don't belong to anyone. We came and contributed. Ghana first. We believe in Ghana and what we
So that was in Sema a year, the new party chairman for the United Party, a year Abubakar Sadiq Boniface or the Tuja, or say Islam, who divorce you about me and sa 3 times, we didn't you, we are dang, untimi and ya. So that is exactly what is really